I trace the quiet turning of the wheel. The world is sleeping beneath the veil of grey, as we are slipping silently away. Your profile painted by the street lamp's grace, a masterpiece within this empty space. The melody of you and me, the heavy drops of rain upon the glass, counting the fragile seconds as they pass. You are the poem etched into my mind, the rarest treasure I could ever find, wrapped in the scent of evening air and pine. I feel the rhythm of your heart with mine. It doesn't matter where this road will bend, as long as you are with doubts will fail. A silent storm is brewing in my mind. Could someone so untarnished be so kind? I stand beside the edge of what is true. Am I worthy of the shelter in your eyes? A broken ember reaching for the skies. You are the gentle breath of early spring, and I have only heavy thoughts to bring. Do I deserve the warmth you freely give, or just the quiet shadows where I live? The purest water flowing from the stream, while I'm just a fragment of a dream. You hold the silver moonlight in your hand, while I am walking on the shifting sand. Yet when you smile, the bitter doubts retreat and leave a field of flowers at my feet. Beyond the quiet rivers of my fear, I long to keep your gentle presence near. I have no shining treasure I can show, just this devotion starting to grow. I ask the wind, I ask the falling dew, if I could ever be enough for you. Am I worthy of the shelter in your eyes? A broken ember reaching for the skies. You are the gentle breath of early spring, and I have only heavy thoughts to bring. Do I deserve the warmth you freely give, or just the quiet shadows where I live? Am I worthy to rest within your grace? Oh, a quiet shadow finally finding a place. The quiet corners hold me in the dark, while you ignite a sudden brilliant spark. I watch you from the edges of the room, a single flower blooming in the gloom. The silver moonlight falls upon your face, while I am resting in a hidden space. A silent vow that I will always keep, a treasure buried in the ocean deep. I send my whispers to the you never see. An elegant white script known just to me. Upon a canvas of the deepest black, a heavy truth that I keep holding back. Your presence is the warmth that fills the air, while I remain an unseen phantom there. Beyond the reaching hands of those who speak, beyond the heavy words they always seek, I find a sanctuary in this art, to hold you softly in my secret heart. No need to break the quiet I possess. I find my heaven in the silent gas. I am the quiet shadow by your side, where all my deepest feelings safely hide. I love you from a distance, pure and still, a hidden river waiting on the hill. You are the masterpiece I only view. The secret of my heart belongs to you. A quiet shadow, loving from afar, my beautiful secret, wherever you are. The golden dust of time begins to fall, a painted shadow dancing on the wall. I walk the quiet gardens of the past, where every tender breath was meant to last. The heavy world is wrapped in shades of gray, but in my mind we never walked away. A gentle whisper carried on the breeze, a hidden secret resting in the trees. I drift within the warmth of yesterday. These beautiful memories, a treasure in my soul, a gathered warmth that makes the fragments whole. Like autumn leaves that dance upon the air, I feel the comfort of your presence there. No thief of time can steal away the grace of every tear and every soft embrace. The photographs are bathed in amber light, a steady flame to chase away the night. I trace the smiling contours of your face, preserved forever in this sacred place. The scent of pine and rain upon the stone, reminding me I'm never quite alone. once again. These beautiful memories, a treasure in my soul, a gathered warmth that makes the fragments whole. Like golden leaves that dance upon the air, I feel the comfort of your presence there. No thief of time can steal away the grace of every tear and every soft embrace. Beautiful memories, a golden endless light, just you and I, safe within the night. The falling snow suspends within the air. A sudden warmth is blooming everywhere. The frozen rivers finally start to flow beneath a quiet amber tinted glow. The heavy armor falls upon the floor. I am not lost or wandering anymore. A fragile canvas bursting into bright, gentle dawn erasing all the night. I breathe the peace you bring into the room. When I am with you, shadows turn to gold, a sacred story waiting to be told. The spinning earth is anchored in your stare, and gravity is lighter than the air. No need for shields, no armor left to wear, just perfect calm, blooming everywhere. Bitter frost surrenders to the dew, and every broken fragment feels so new. A labyrinth of mirrors turns to glass, allowing all the heavy storms to pass. Your very presence is a calming tide, where all my weary thoughts can safely hide. Beyond the turning seasons and the rain, beyond the ancient echoes of the pain, there is a woven tapestry we share, a quiet paradise of tender care. You are the gentle harbor from the cold. Oh, the greatest truth my spirit gets to hold. When I am with you, shadows turn to gold, a sacred story waiting to be told. The spinning earth is anchored in your stare, and gravity is lighter than the air. No need for shields, like elegant white ink on darkest space. Our story leaves an everlasting trace, a silver thread that binds the earth and sky, a flame the heavy winds cannot deny. We hold a quiet magic in our hands. This is a love that will not fade or bend, a sacred journey with no destined end, as constant as the rivers to the sea. You are the only truth that anchors me. When mountains fall and all the colors drain, this pure eternal beauty will remain. The seasons change their garments and depart, but can I touch the shelter of this heart? We trace our vows in letters pure and white, a masterpiece against the deepest night. No passing storm can wash away the grace of what we built within this quiet place. Beyond the blooming and the fading flowers, beyond the limits of the passing powers, there is a sanctuary made of light, where every broken shadow is made right. A sweeping stroke of quiet, graceful art that holds the steady rhythm of my heart. This is a love that will not fade or bend, a sacred journey with no destined end, as constant as the rivers to the sea. You are the only truth that anchors me. When mountains fall and all the colors drain, this pure eternal beauty will remain. Eternal love, a graceful, sweeping line, in purest white, forever yours and mine. The city blurs into a trail of gold, a quiet story waiting to be told. The asphalt whispers as the tires hum to the soft rhythm we have both become. Your shadow dances on the leather seat, making the stillness feel so complete. Cool air is breathing through the open frame. Softly you whisper, and I forget my name. The glass is heavy with the liquid light, reflecting wonders in the heart of night. You are the silence that I finally crave, the calmest water and the gentlest wave. Beyond the clocks, beyond the turning tide, there is no ghost or shadow left to hide. Just the analog warmth of how we feel. This dream we're chasing is the only thing real. Miles of velvet, driving through the echoes into the deep. Just you and the beat. The heavy clouds are finally cleared away. A sudden warmth is breaking through the gray. The deepest black is painted over bright, with sweeping strokes of pure and every anxious thought is put to rest. A gentle breeze that whispers through the trees, a quiet morning bringing me to ease. The silver light is filling up the room. This is the peaceful joy I always sought, a masterpiece that cannot be sold or bought, like graceful script upon an empty page, a kind of beauty untouched by age. The shadows fade and leave a perfect glow, the purest happiness my heart could know. The falling rain is nourishing the ground. A sudden peace in everything around. No need to hide or cover up the scars. I find my comfort resting with the stars. An elegant design, a flawless line that intertwines your gentle soul with mine. Beyond the heavy tears I used to cry, beyond the winter storms that hurry by, there is a sanctuary, calm and deep, a quiet promise I will safely endless road carves through the quiet blue, leading us far from the noise we knew. The twilight hues fall soft upon your face. My weary heart finds its resting place. Crystal echoes weaving dreams between our hands. Two quiet souls meeting where time stands. We are the silence finding its own beat. Let the night hold us in its velvet deep. Under the silver glow and promises we keep. No words are needed. Let the rhythm speak. Tracing our longing through the stars we see. Drifting slow, letting the shadows fade. In this sweet melody that we have made. The scent of rain upon the misted glass. As every sacred second starts to pass, you are the verse that never finds an end. The port where all my tired journeys blend. In the thin haze that fills the city street, we weave the quiet into something sweet. Destination, but the grace of every heartbeat in this sacred just the silver glow in our hearts. The fading sun surrenders to the night and paints the room in gold and amber light. But all the sudden brilliance in the skies is nothing to the wonder in your eyes. The heavy world outside begins to fade. Within the quiet shelter we have made, a silent language spoken in the dark, a gentle ember blooming to a spark. We leave the rushing hands of time behind to explore the peaceful universe we find. Your beautiful eyes whole, as deep as midnight, softer than the dew. A quiet galaxy reflects in you. No need for whispers, no need for disguise. I found my heaven in your beautiful eyes. A breath of wind weaves through the open door and casts a dancing shadow on the floor. Your every glance becomes a silent prayer, a trace of starlight resting on the air. I see a boundless grace within your view, a timeless portrait, elegant and true. Beyond the restless motion of the crowd, where spoken words are heavy and too loud, there is a sanctuary, calm and deep, a sacred promise that your glances keep, a silver thread that ties my heart to yours, beyond the reaching tide and distant shores. Your beautiful eyes, a haven for my soul, a fragile magic making pieces whole, as deep as midnight, softer than the dew. A quiet galaxy reflects in you. No need for whispers, no need for disguise. I found my heaven in your beautiful eyes. Just your beautiful eyes, holding the dawn when the shadows fall and the night is gone. The fading ember whispers to the cold, the quiet story that has now been told. We stand beneath the shadow of the door, knowing the sun will enter here no more. The heavy silence settling in the space, as I commit to memory your face. A fragile breath escapes into the air, a heavy truth we both have come to share. We let the silver tether gently break. Let me say goodbye, my beautiful and true. I leave a piece untie the ribbons of the past, accepting that the summer could not last. I hold the golden fragments in my hand and let them scatter softly on the sand. Beyond the turning seasons and the cold, beyond the fading letters growing old, I hope you find the warmth you always seek when winter winds are blowing pale and bleak. A gentle peace to guide you through the dark, while you remain a bright and lasting mark. Let me say goodbye, my beautiful and true. I leave a piece of who I am with you, as soft as autumn leaves upon the ground. We leave a love that makes no sudden sound. No need for sorrow, no need for regret. A perfect beauty I will not forget. Goodbye, my love, into the fading light. A peaceful land, safe within the night. The evening settles heavy on the land. A piece of folded paper in my hand. I write your name across the deepest black, a quiet wish that you are coming back. The wind begins to whisper through the trees to carry my devotion on the breeze. A silver thread that reaches through the cold, a tender story waiting to be told. I send these quiet words into the air, a gentle greeting from a lonely heart, to bridge the empty space we are apart. Like elegant white script across the night, my longing reaches out to find the light. No matter where you rest beneath the sky, my deepest love will never say goodbye. The winter frost may gather on the glass. I watch the heavy, silent shadows pass, but untouched by the cold or shifting snow. This hidden warmth within begins to grow. I wrap my fondest wishes in a prayer and leave them softly resting on the air. Beyond the distant mountains and the sea, I hope this quiet message comes to be a sanctuary woven from a thought. bridge the empty space we are apart, like elegant white script across the night. My longing reaches out to find the light, no matter where you rest beneath the sky. My deepest love will never say goodbye. Sending my love through the endless dark, an elegant script, leaving a mark. The dashboard glows in shades of pale and gray. We leave the burdens of the day to fade away. A river of ink, the road begins to wind, leaving the echoes of the world behind. Your hand is the anchor in the quiet dark. In this hollow silence, we find a spark. The tape is turning, a hiss within the soul, finding the pieces that make us whole. We are the motion, we are the race. Let the midnight glimmer lead the way, beyond the reach of what the voices say. In the soft reflection of the silver rain, we wash away the shadow and the pain. Just a steady pulse, a dreaming flight, wrapped in the velvet of the lonely night. The glass is a mirror for the stars above, tracing the patterns of a silent love. No need for a map, no need for a sign, as long as your heartbeat is synced with mine. The engine hums a low and steady prayer. In the cool perfume of the evening air, time is a ghost that we've learned to outrun. In this sanctuary, we are finally one. Not a single word, just the warmth of your skin outside the gate, leaving behind the shadows and the weight. A subtle magic falling on the floor. We leave the ancient sorrows at the door. We build a kingdom out of shifting lights. Tonight, this fragile world belongs to us. A quiet sanctuary built on trust. No distant voices calling from the grave. Just you and I to wash the dark away. The spinning earth is bowing at our feet. We're two entirely different oceans meet. The walls are painted in a softer hue, a perfect canvas reflecting only you. Let empires fall and let the seasons blend. You are my quiet shelter to the end. The restless winds can batter on the glass, but in this room the heavy storms will pass. Beyond the turning of the sun and rain, beyond the quiet shadows of the pain, we claim this solitary, sacred space, a perfect heaven in your soft embrace. No other eyes to see the grace we share. Just pure devotion breathing in the air. Tonight, this fragile world belongs to us. A quiet sanctuary built on trust. No distant voices calling from the grave. Just you and I to wash the dark away. The spinning earth is bowing at our feet. We're two entirely different oceans meet. The world is ours beneath the silver moon. A quiet kingdom, just me and you. The morning mist is resting on the glass. I watch the quiet, heavy seasons pass. The golden leaves surrender to the ground, while I am waiting here without a sound. A single candle burns into the night. gentle promise whispered to the breeze, a faithful shadow underneath the trees. I hold the quiet hope where silence stands. And so I wait beneath the silver moon, believing you will stand beside me soon. As patient as the mountains to the snow, I tend the fire, keeping up the glow. No matter how the changing colors blend, I will be waiting for you at the end. The shadows stretch across the empty floor. Silent vigil right beside the silent vigil right beside the door. I trace the fading sunlight in the sky and let the flock of lonely birds fly by. Your memory is woven in the air, a masterpiece I carry everywhere. Beyond the turning of the earth and sun, my dedication has but just begun. A solitary harbor in the cold, where all the purest promises unfold. The frost may gather on the window pane, but my devotion always will remain. And so I wait beneath the silver moon, believing you will stand beside me soon. As patient as the mountains to the snow, I tend the fire, keeping up the glow. No matter how the changing colors blend, I will be waiting for you at the end. I am waiting in the quiet light, faithful and true, waiting for you. The heavy clouds release a quiet rain to wash away the remnants of the pain. A room that once held warmth is growing cold, a fragile story that will fold. The light has slipped away into the night and left a canvas empty of the white. A gentle mist that settles on the glass. I watch the final heavy shadows pass. The silver thread The ink is dry upon the darkened page. A quiet bird released from out its cage. I look for you within the empty space, but find no lingering reflection of your face. The graceful lines are swallowed by the black, and nothing I can do will bring them back. Beyond the falling tears, beyond the cold, beyond the promises we could not hold, there is a peace in letting go the thread and leaving all the bitter words unsaid. The masterpiece is finished, right or wrong, and to the past is where it must belong. Now it is gone, a whisper on the breeze, a fallen leaf beneath the winter trees. The elegant white script begins to fade into the deep